What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to set up the rolling anti-lag / two-step for the kprov4 or in the hondata kmanager 4.46. So I'm going to get into the settings and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so firstly I just have my first map on here, and for my typical two-step settings you'll have the clutch switch set to always on, and you'll have the enable launch control mode set, and then you'll pretty much just play around with it for whatever settings or whatever how your car is set up. You'll just have to play around with these first two numbers. You always want the fuel and ignition retard activated a little bit lower than your preset RPM limiter, so you want to keep that in mind. As far as the fuel enrichment and the retard ignition, you're gonna want to mess around with that. Just be wary that you can damage some stuff with that if you mess around with that. I just let the tuner do that and kind of play with it here and there. Don't really make too many big adjustments. So yeah, we'll get into the rolling anti-lag portion. So here are the anti-lag settings. You will see a few things have switched, especially right here at the clutch switch. You're going to change that to E22 brake switch, and that is going to be the pedal brake. So you're going to actually like brake boost it, and it's going to kind of lock it in. It's pretty much just getting the signal off of that switch. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Anyway, it takes that signal off the switch. So once you have that enabled, you're going to want to enable the launch control. And as far as the RPM limit on this one, you're going to want to play around with it as well. I basically have this set up for a 40 roll, or it's more around a 65 roll. It's going to be different for all you guys' cars just because you have different transmissions, different gear ratios. But for my setup, basically for the maximum speed, if you don't want the launch control to turn on after that, so if the highest roll I could do is an 85 roll with this being active. So I just set that as a preset limit. But pretty much anytime your foot's on the brake and you're around this RPM, is going to be active under this speed. So like before, I'm going to keep my fuel enrichment and the retard ignition the same just because the tuner already messed with that. But those settings right there are also going to mess with how boost comes on and how much boost you're making. But I've tuned my setup that roughly this RPM limit right there is roughly around a 40 roll or a 65 roll. So this is all you have to do. So I'm going to cut in some clips of me using the anti-lag and a few other people that I've helped out along the lines. I think I've got a couple of their clips, but it's pretty simple. Like I said, you're just going to want to brake boost it, and you're going to want to floor the gas once you get to that RPM and just going to start making boost. But that's all you have to do, and this is with the kprov4 and the kmanager app on the computer. So pretty simple. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me over on Instagram, and I'll catch you later.